everyone, this is HG2Byte and this is a tutorial video of how to make a video online. There are a lot of video editors online that you can use. Um, to be honest, I don't use online video editing because I feel like I need to have more control over my editing part. But there are some scenarios where you may want to use video or online video editing as an alternative. For example, if your computer does not hold up, if your PC keeps crashing, you can see video editing as an alternative. So there are many different video editors online, but the one that I'm going to show on this video is called Clipchamp Create. This is actually a very good video editor with a lot of pro features. That's just in the name right there. But yeah, this is actually one of the very good video editors online, sorry. The pros of using this as a online video editor are that this is actually very simple and easy to use. It also links the file with your PC, so you don't have to upload all the files to get your project started. Now that I think of that, I don't know if it has access to only those files or a lot of other files on your computer. Oops. But there are some limitations to this. So this whole website runs only on Chrome. So if you use other browsers like Edge or Safari, this won't work. Other major problem is that the free version of this website can only export in 480p, which to me is just dumb because in 2020 a lot of the content is at least 720, so they should have given an option. Alright, so let's get started. So you come to this website called clipchamp.com and then you sign up using your email address or Google or Facebook if you use that, but honestly you can sign up. It's a normal sign up procedure. I've already signed up, so I log in. So this is where you get started off. So you can see there are various templates to work with. Chef resume, fashion intro. You can just go in one of them and just add clips, and then your video would be ready in no time. But obviously, if you're editing video, you need to have more control over it, right? So you can go down here and start a new project, and you can see the various aspect ratios that you can be working on. Most of the time it is going to be this 16:9 widescreen, but there are some times when suppose you're editing for social media or uh, some other kind of stuff. These are the things that you need to use. So I'm going to choose 16:9 and go start editing. Okay, so this is the editor window where you will be editing all your files off. For people who are extremely new to editing, let me give you a very brief tour. Ready? So this is the area where you have your media and sort of like that. So all those medias that you will be adding here will be listed right down here. This is the preview pane, so whatever you edit you can view them right here. This is the timeline where we'll be spending most of the time because we will be cutting clips, we'll be splitting clips, all of that stuff, all of that fancy stuff will be down right here. Okay, so there are various different tabs on this left side. If you want to go in one by one, make sure you go in one by one to all of them to see what they actually are. So for now, let's actually name this project as... Alright, so this is the name of the project that we're working on. Now let's add some media to this. So to add media, you can actually click on this browse my files option, or you can go into the file explorer part and just click and drag all those videos that you want to use. So I'll be choosing all these and I will simply drag them over, and those media files are already up in there. Let's actually get started. Let's actually make something with this now. So I'm gonna take this and just drag it to my timeline, and as you can see, the timeline now contains that clip. Now one good thing about video editing is that you can use your shortcuts to script through the timeline and do a lot of stuff. So if you need to know what the shortcuts are, just go into the bottom left corner, click on help, and you can just start typing keyboard shortcuts, and you see keyboard shortcuts for creates, right? So when you see this, there are a bunch of different shortcuts that you'll be using. I definitely recommend using shortcuts, so make sure you use some of the shortcuts. You can simply just move into the timeline using this pointer. In the preview pane, as we move the timeline, video also moves along. This is actually a 1-minute video, so if you want to zoom out, you can actually press this, or if you want to zoom in, you can actually press this, or if you're in the timeline, you can simply press Ctrl plus and Ctrl minus just to see where your video lags. So you can see the length of the video is now 1 minute, and the timeline, the pointer is at 1 minute. Let's say you want to make a cut at this point now. So you go to this and you click split, and you can see the video has been split into two parts. This is part one, this is part two. If you don't want this part of this, so you click on this and press delete. That part is automatically gone. Now let's suppose you add another clip to this right here, and I will add right here. Now see what happens. Now if you see here, these both clips got snapped on each other because there's something called magnetic snap that's on by default. So you can see there are two clips, and if you play through it, it's just two simple clicks joined by jump cuts. You might also want to adjust the length of these clips. So to do that, just click on those clips and just drag from one of the corners. So you can see the clip has been reduced from initial 1 minute to a total of 15-second clip. Now here's a cool thing. So if you click on any of the clips in the timeline, you can see right here, this is actually a properties window that lets you customize the clip and gives you a lot of control over. So in the transform tab, you can resize it, the clip speed. This is actually a 1920 by 1080 clip. And if you have something of lower resolution, you can auto fit it, or you can just crop to fill it. Then you can change the speed of this clip by using these. Now this is this option called color balance. So this is the place where you can actually color edit your clip. So you can actually increase the saturation. You can see that in real time. So let's try decreasing the temperature, and you can see the all those red areas normally become blue, and that is when we're changing the temperature. We can also try changing the contrast and stuff like that. So you can actually play around in here to make the clip look exactly as you want. And if you're not happy with that, you can always reset and start from the fresh. Now there are also some filters on it, so you can simply click on this and you can just simply drag on this to have different film effects. Now let's talk about transitions. So these are basically mid scenes that exist between two clips. You can go into the transitions tab right down here and select from the bunch of available transitions to be applied to your clip. So let's suppose we are taking a zoom out transition, right? And we can actually simply take this and drag between two clips, and the transition has already been applied. So if I go back and just play this, you see that smooth zoom in transition was already in this. So yeah, that is the transitions part of it. Now let's suppose you want to add a text to your clip. So you can go into the text folder, text tab, and select from one of these texts. I'm going to see actually minimal text. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to simply drop it into the timeline over the place I want it to be. I can also change the position right here, and if you click on this, you can edit the text you want to be there. Let's suppose I type here just fun dot, right? And you can change the font size. I'm going to leave it at source sans for now. Change the color, change the background color. You change the position of this by clicking on one of these squares. And this is actually an animated title, so if you just play from here, you can see the glitch effect is happening on its own. This is something that takes a lot of time when you're editing on Premiere Pro or Sony, because you need to create these transitions from scratch. But it's very easy that you see something like this on titles and just click and drag, and that's it. That's all you need to do. Now almost every time you need to add an audio track. To do that, just take the audio file that you have on your media pane and just click and drag on this. So you can see as we clicked on it, it started playing a preview of it. Now you have to remember, you need to drag the audio file below the last layer of the video file, because the audio should be below the video and not the vice versa. You can actually take this and just place it right here, and that's it. We're actually done. So if you start this from the beginning, so you can see we have created a small segment right of the corner, and we want that the music should stop at this place. So we want to press Control plus plus plus. We are going to split the music. So you see this music hasn't split. We select this part and then delete it. That's actually it. Alright, so we're done actually with this part of the video. We have made a small video of about 24 seconds. Now to export this, all you need to go is export. So it's a 480p right here, and I can click on continue, and it's actually exporting this file. So the video has been exported, and I think it just downloaded that. See, so yes, it did. that's been it. That's been the tutorial for Clipchamp and online video editing website, and it's actually a great website. So yeah, if you had a good time here, if you learned anything new in this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn the notifications on. All right, that's been it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.